The remix of Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee's Despacito is currently holding court at #1 for the 3rd week in a row. The original was already an international hit, charting in multiple countries, including the United States, but has broken a slew of records since Justin Bieber hopped on the remix. But does the meteoric success of this one Spanish-language song mean another Latin boom in mainstream pop is on the way? The success of Despacito's remix has been compared to Los Del Rio's Macarena remix. The last mostly Spanish-language song to hit #1 in the States. Macarena was released in what's commonly referred to now as the late 90s and early 2000s Latin boom, which gave us massive mainstream hits like Ricky Martin's Livin' La Vida Loca and Enrique Iglesias' Bailamos. MTV News spoke with Remezcla music editor Isabelia Herrera, who explained that the US has experienced several Latin booms in music.
This dates back all the way to the 40s and 50s in the mambo era and the cha-cha era, when those dance crazes blew up in the United States, and especially in New York dance ballrooms.
Unlike the Macarena or the songs of the cha-cha and mambo eras, Despacito isn't tied to a catchy dance. As a pop song that fuses elements of reggaeton, what Despacito is tied to is a growing trend in Caribbean-originating sounds and rhythms in mainstream pop music right now, like Rihanna's Work, Drake's Controlla, and Bieber's own Sorry.
Reggaeton's dembow rhythm, the dancehall rhythm that comes out of reggaeton, is all part of an African diaspora in the Caribbean. Reggaeton comes from Jamaican dancehall, reggae en español from Panama, and then the Puerto Rican context. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, they added different elements to it.
Thanks to the rise of dancehall-inflected pop, Despacito has a slightly familiar sound. But with the Puerto Rican cuatro guitar, it's different enough to sound fresh to an Anglo audience. What remains to be seen is whether more pop artists will dabble in reggaeton. If listeners, particularly Latinx ones, will see it as genuine or as the next step in a lucrative trend, and if this opens the door to the mainstream for artists like J Balvin and Nicky Jam. One thing's for sure, Despacito isn't going away anytime soon, so either way, you might want to brush up on your Spanish. Yep, you too, Biebs.